Okay, it is 6 o'clock. It is Monday, February 21st, 2022. Call our meeting to order. Start off with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, can we have the roll call?
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Collister,
Yep.
Coleman,
Yep.
Good, Holden.
Yes.
Okay, we'll begin with public participation tonight. If there's anybody who would like to address the council, especially on the chicken issue, I'd ask that you keep your remarks down to 3 minutes at the most, and try not to repeat what a person before you already said. So do we have anybody in the public who'd like to address us?
I'm Ginger Bennett,
Yes.
First Ward.
This is Richard Stimmel.
Anyway, am I good?
Yeah, the floor is yours. Just everyone on Zoom, for whatever reason, you're not automatically muted. Please mute yourselves until you're called upon. Please, we have someone at the podium.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yes.
Okay, Ginger Bennett, First Ward. Started this chicken thing about 5 years ago. I was in here and approached you all. Kind of took off a little bit more about 6 months ago, and I think we made some really great headway. All of you that have been very supportive since we started this, actually, and did the safety meetings and came up with an ordinance that was really great for the town. I think it's an excellent ordinance, but it was reported recently that I'm a chicken owner. That is not true, although I wish it were. So I'm hoping that you guys will help make that possible. Sorry. That's it. Sorry.
Okay. Is there anybody else who'd like to get up and address the council?
This is Richard Stimmel.
Everyone on Zoom, you'll have your chance to address the council. We're addressing people coming up to the podium right now. Just please stand by.
Go ahead.
Short and sweet. AJ Schultz, Fourth Ward. I'm pro chicken. Thanks.
Okay.
Dina Ochoa, also Fourth Ward, and I am pro-chicken. And just a reminder to everybody on Zoom, as our mayor said, if you're here for the chickens, please announce yourself so that they know what you're here for. Thank you.
I am Beth DeGraw. I am also, I think, 4th or 5th Ward. I'm pro-chicken.
Jesse Jackson, 4th Ward, pro chicken.
Bobby Jackson, 4th Ward, pro-chicken.
I'm Desiree Blanchard. I'm from First Ward, and I'm here to support this chicken ordinance as well.
Okay, I see 4 hands up on Zoom. We'll start with Jess.
Hey, we got one more, I think.
Hi, my name is Briley. I'm from First Ward, here to support the chickens.
Is there anybody else in the audience who'd like to get up and talk?
Dale Blanding from First Ward, and I'm pro-chicken.
Brent Blanchard, I'm from First Ward, and I support the chickens.
Anyone else?
This is Richard Stimmel.
Mark Blanchard, First Ward. I'm for the chickens.
Hi, Jen Meyer, Jackson County Conservation Staff, for the chickens and offering my services for the chicken education courses. Thank you.
Okay, we still have people here in the audience who want to address the council. We'll get to Zoom in a minute.
I'm Kathy Graff. I'm 5th Ward. I'm against the chickens.
I'm Bree Blanchard, and I'm from First Ward, and I support chickens.
Is that it? Okay. Who on Zoom would like to speak?
I am Richard Eugene Stimmel from the second ward of Maquoketa. I'm against the chicken ordinance because of the recent chicken flu that's going on in other parts of the country.
Travis, why don't you go ahead and unmute yourself first?
All right, my name is Travis Neer, First Ward, and I support the chickens.
Thank you. Lori?
Yes, I'm Lori Crouch, First Ward, and I support the chickens.
Stacy?
I'm Stacy Owen of Fourth Ward, and I support the chickens.
Jake Agnish?
Jake Agnish. I'm here to support the chickens.
Jennifer Meyer, did you have anything else to add?
No, thank you for the opportunity to support these folks.
Thank you. And Jessica?
Hi, I'm Jessica Agnich. I'm Fourth Ward and I support the chickens.
Okay. Do we
I'm
have?
Margie Donich, and I support the chickens.
Thank you.
All right, well, do we have anybody else on the chickens or any other
Yeah,
piece of business?
I'm Heather, and I support the chickens, and so does my 5-year-old son.
Okay.
And I'm from Fourth Ward.
I think we got one more in Victor.
Yep, I'm Keith DeGraw. I'm Fourth Ward, and I support the chickens.
Okay.
And I'm Richard Stimmel from the second ward, and I do not support the chicken ordinance because of the recent chicken flu outbreaks.
Okay. All right. With that, we'll move on. Is there any other business to be brought before the council? Okay.
Just Victor Ochoa, second ward, fully in support of the chicken.
Okay. I'm afraid to start again. All right, well, with that, we'll move on to the next item, and that is our presentations for the evening. We'll start off with Chandra Ravada, the Long Range Transportation Coordinator with ECIA. And do you have anything to add to this, Josh?
No, the floor is theirs to speak with you about some of your local preferences for street improvements and long-range transportation planning. So these folks are required to do this. They work for ECIA, and they're here to gather your input, Council.
Hello, I'm Dan Fox from ECIA. We're here tonight to talk about the RPA 8, or the Regional Planning Affiliation 8 Long Range Transportation Plan. RPA 8 is one of 18 RPAs that conduct transportation planning activities within the state of Iowa. RPA 8 covers Delaware, Jackson, Clinton, and the portions of Dubuque County that's outside the Dubuque metropolitan area. So the basic idea with the RPAs is they help coordinate cities and counties within the local area, work on planning and coordination of transportation activities with the Iowa DOT. So the long-range transportation plan is a statement of how the RPA 8 intends to manage its transportation system over the next 20 years. The long-range transportation plan includes all modes of transportation, so roads and bridges, bike and pedestrian, bus transit service, freight, and air travel. The long-range transportation plan provides an overview of the current transportation system and identifies future needs, and establishes a vision and set of goals and objectives that will guide future transportation investments. So the long-range transportation plan also limits, or it lists the region's significant future transportation projects, and we are required to update the plan every 5 years. So we are currently in the middle of that plan update process now. So we've been going around and presenting just an update on the plan to all of the members within the region. And I guess So just to make sure everybody is aware that this plan is being updated and going on, it will be, the draft chapters that we're working on are up on our website now. So they're there for review. And then we would also like to hear back from anyone on the council is if there are any significant transportation projects that you would like to see listed in the plan. So, thank you.
Okay.
Chandra, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, no, go ahead.
So just quick thing, like if there's any transportation issue, it doesn't need to be a big major transportation project. If you have an intersection improvement or if you have a like a expansion within a turn lane or something, or a signal system you want to do, feel free to call us and add it to the plan. The goal of the plan is if you're seeking any federal money from the state DOT or federal highway, it should be in the plan. Otherwise, it won't get qualified. So if you have any ideas for future, add it to the plan, and we will take care of it from there on. Thank you.
Okay.
Does it have to be motorized vehicles? Can it be like bikes?
Yep. It can be bike, trails, anything, as long as you are going to seek federal aid money, federal highway money on that. So.
Okay.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for him? Okay, thanks, guys. Next, we have the Police Lifesaving Award. Keenan, Meinecke, if you come up. Brent Ziman.
Good evening. As most of you already know, my name is Brendan Ziman. I'm the Chief of Police for the City of Maquoketa. One of the things that I pledged to do as Chief of Police was to positively promote my department and the officers and dispatchers that serve it. Tonight, I'd like to recognize Sergeant Keenan Meinecke for his life-saving effort. Sergeant Meinecke began his career at the Maquoketa Police Department in July of 2010 and was promoted to the rank of sergeant in February of 2018. Meinecke is dedicated to the Maquoketa Police Department and is a great role model for officers he supervises and the new officers he trains as a field training officer. A little history about the AEDs that we are using. The Iowa Department of Health Bureau of Emergency and Trauma Services was awarded a grant from the Leona M. and Harry B. Hemsley Charitable Trust for Law Enforcement Officials. The Maquoketa Police Department participated in this grant to outfit each of our patrol vehicles with an automatic external defibrillator. Sergeant Keenan Meinecke was sent to become a master trainer for the program. The department was awarded 6 Skylar CR2 LifePak AEDs, which are compatible with the Jackson County Regional Health Care's ambulances. On January 3rd, 2022, Sergeant Meinecke responded to a medical call for an unresponsive male. Meinecke arrived on scene, entering the residence with his LifePak CR2 defibrillator. Meinecke located the unresponsive subject, Michael Tubbs. Tubbs was unconscious, pale, and his lips were blue. Meinecke removed the subject from the chair he was sitting in and placed him on the floor and began life-saving measures. Meinecke used the defibrillator and delivered a shock to Mr. Tubbs. Meinecke then began administering CPR until EMS arrived. Tubbs was rushed to the Jackson County Regional Health Center and survived due to the quick response by Sergeant Meinecke, the Maquoketa Rescue Squad, and the Jackson County Regional Health Center paramedics. I'm happy to report that Mr. Tubbs is out of the hospital and is at home recovering and doing therapy. So tonight, I'd like to present Sergeant Keenan Meinecke with this life-saving award and uniform pin. Keenan, congratulations.
No problem. Glad to be there. Glad to see you here today. Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Very cool.
All right, we're going to move on. Next will be the Chamber of Commerce Quarterly Report with Kristie Carr.
Good evening. I believe everybody has gotten my quarterly report. I'm just going to highlight a few things. If you have any questions from the report, just let me know. I did want to highlight our Gala Award winners. With the Director's Award, it goes to a chamber business who contributes to the overall business success of the community in the chamber. That went to Mark and Judy Lyon of Maquoketa Brewing. The President's Award goes to a civic leader who has contributed to the community and has strongly supported the chamber's mission. The President's Award went to Don Schwenker. Our Entrepreneur's Award goes to a chamber business owner who has proven to have a strong work ethic and willing to take risks when others may not. That award went to Nathan Woodward and Rudliff of Squires Manor and the Decker House Hotel. Our Above and Beyond Award goes to a chamber member who has given their time and energy to assist the chamber in making our community a better place to live, work, and play. That award went to Spencer and Sammy Scar at Cardinal CrossFit. And the last award, our Future Focus Award, goes to a chamber business that has invested in operating more sustainably and given in partnership with the Friends of Jackson County Conservation. That award went to repurposed materials. In 2021, they diverted 11 million pounds of materials, the equivalent of 275 semi-loads from our landfills. Their business model is waste reduction on an industrial scale. We actually had 5 really awesome businesses that were up for that award, and they happened to just be amazing. So not that everybody wasn't, but 275 semi-loads to diverted from landfills was pretty awesome. So on to the next Leadership Maquoketa program that we will be starting in 2022. This is a 5-month program starting in September, and then it will run through January of 2023 with a graduation ceremony at our annual gala. The curriculum will offer a view of Maquoketa from different vantage points, heighten participant awareness of current community conditions and issues, and enhance individual and group leadership skills, help participants see themselves as partners for change, and provide them with tools focused on developing themselves. So really excited about this program. We're gonna offer it to 15 to 20 participants, which will actually include 1 high school student and 1 college student from the area. The application process is gonna be starting in the spring. And just to kind of highlight some topics, conflict management, local government. I'm hoping a couple of you guys might help us out with that part of the agenda. Economic development, finance education, coaching and mentoring, entrepreneurship, manufacturing and ag, health, wellness and community resources, and recreation and leisure. And just to kind of highlight 2021, we sold 21,575 chamber bucks, so keeping all of those dollars local for 2021, which is pretty awesome. And then we will also be updating our community guide for 2022. It's a little outdated. I think the last time that came out was 2019, so we're excited to highlight some businesses in our new community guide that's coming up. And we're also underway of our website upgrade. We've got sitemap and photos to our people that will be upgrading. So that's also in the works as well. Any questions for me? Awesome. And I'll just quickly, I'm 4th Ward and I do support chickens as well.
Okay, thank you. All right, moving on. Our next piece of business is approval of minutes from the February 7th, 2022 meeting.
So moved.
Okay, I moved.
We had to, Mayor, I think we have to approve the consent agenda and then read them all out.
Did I get too far? Oh, okay. Can we approve our consent agenda, which is the minutes? The bills payable through February 21st in the amount of $463,824.60. City's treasury report for January 2022. The mayoral proclamation of Arbor Day for April 29th, 2022. Resolution approving the State of Iowa Community Development Block Grant. Duplication of benefit policies and procedures. We have a tree trimmers application filed by Mike's Outdoor Tree Service, and another tree trimmer application filed by T&M Tree Services LLC.
So moved. Second.
And a motion by Colister, seconded by Coleman. Any discussion? Then take the roll.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes. Yes.
Coleman,
Yes.
and Holden.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, next we have a public hearing. The public hearing is on the CDBG Housing Needs Assessment. Josh, you wanna?
Seems to be the theme of the last couple agendas, doesn't it? A representative here is from ECIA to speak on behalf of that public hearing, and the floor is hers.
Hi, Tricia Wagner. And we are required to update or include the CDBG projects in your community development and housing needs assessment. What we've done is just taken the last assessment that you did a little over a year ago and modified item number 5 to include entrepreneurial opportunities as well as improved access to technology. And in terms of existing sectors, we have added non-for-profits. And we've also then in turn updated number 5 down below under proposed possible actions to include those same items.
I have no further comment for this discussion.
Okay, does anybody in the public wish to address this? If not, I'll go on to our next one.
Motion to close the public hearing. Second.
Don't we have a public hearing for the next one, CDBG grant?
I think you have to close each public hearing that
All
is opened.
All right, we've got a motion by Josh,
Second by Lion.
second by Lyon. We have no more discussion, take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Okay, well, now we have a public hearing for a CDBG Project Innovate 120.
And again, we're required to read these 9 items to you as part of the CDBG application. Jackson County Economic Alliance identified the need for public space, workspace, and access to technology in response to more people being forced to work from their homes during the pandemic, not to mention increased need of support for entrepreneurialism. Many remote workers are being paid a co-working space stipend in order to incentivize them to find a professional space to conduct business instead of their homes, where abundant distractions might await, along with lack of technology and other resources. Jackson County Economic Alliance and Robert Abbott have applied to the city of Maquoketa for a $10,000 local downtown incentive. If funded, this would reduce the match provided by Robert Abbott. Robert is pledging the full 20% local match in the unlikely scenario that the city does not approve the downtown incentive program. The application is planned to be submitted on March 1st of 2022, and the amount being requested is a range of between $300,000 to $500,000, depending on project activities approved by IETA. The space will be open to the public, and anyone may use the space for privacy while working, for meetings, Wi-Fi, etc. The location is central to the business district and has a unique presence at 120 Main Street. While available parking and accessible entrances, this location is able to serve a range of audiences. Robert intends to offer a pricing model that includes low cost or free access to ensure residents of all income levels have access to the services offered. There will be no persons displaced by the project. And the nature of the proposed activities, it's going to be a renovation of the old bank to offer private offices as well as conference rooms of varying sizes, including a large room that will have added glass partitions to open to the larger lobby area and allow for even larger meetings, presentations while social distancing. The building will offer Wi-Fi as well as video display and presentation technology, remote video conferencing, and audio hardware.
We did receive a downtown incentives grant application between the last council meeting and this one. Tricia did cover it, but yes, if awarded that grant application, that would be a $10,000 commitment of the city. Didn't want you all to feel like there was a bait and switch involved here. He is covering the local share cost to the CDBG, correct?
Yes,
Yeah.
he has agreed to cover all costs that are not covered by CDBG.
Okay. Anybody else have anything to add to this?
Motion to close public hearing. Second.
Motion by Colister, seconded by Lyon. If we have no more discussion, take the roll, please.
Excuse me, Colister.
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay, very good, thank you. All right, now we move on to old business. Item A is a resolution approving the Community Development Block Grant Housing Needs Assessment for the City of Maquoketa.
No comment.
No comment.
So moved. Second.
Moved by Lyon, seconded by Holm. Lyon.
Fine.
Lyon. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay, take the roll.
Okay, Colvin.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Our next item of business is a resolution approving Community Development Block Grant Coronavirus funding for the City of Maquoketa for the benefit of Project 120.
So moved.
Moved by Colister,
Second.
seconded by Lyon. Any discussion here? Take the roll.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Okay, we move on to item C, which is what you all came for tonight. Ordinance 1189. It's the second reading. It's an ordinance adding Chapter 3 to the Title 4 of Codes to the ordinance, the City of Maquoketa regarding backyard chickens.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, moved by Colister, seconded by Lyon. Do you have anything you want to add to this?
I don't have any further information on this. This is the same language and format that was proposed on first reading. I'll leave it to council to deliberate on this further.
Okay. With that, take the roll.
Simonson.
No.
Rickroll.
No.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Well, looks like it passes. Next item is ordinance 1190. It's the second reading, an ordinance adding Chapter 4 to Title 4, the Code of City Ordinances for the City of Maquoketa regarding beekeeping.
So moved.
Second.
Was moved by Colister, seconded by Coleman. We have any discussion?
Same, Mayor. I have nothing further to add on this one. It's the same language as first reading.
Okay, then take the roll.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
No.
I lost track there. What was the count on that? Did it pass? That's okay.
5-1, I think.
All right, that one passed. All right, our next item, item E, is ordinance 1191, second reading. It's an ordinance amending Title 3 Community Protection, Chapter 3, Traffic Code, Subchapter 3G, Stop and Yield Intersections, Section 1, Stop Intersections of the City of Maquoketa ordinances. And this would include a stop sign at Summit on Main going north, stop sign at Summit and Main going south, stop sign at Main and Summit going east, stop sign at Main and Summit going west, and a stop sign at all four corners of Summit and Vermont going north, south, east, and west.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Coleman,
Colister.
moved by Colister, seconded by Coleman. Do we have any discussion? Then take the roll.
Lyon.
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Item F is a discussion and possible motion to authorize payment to the utility equipment company in the amount of $145,200 for 600 endpoint meters.
So moved.
Moved by Holman,
Second.
seconded by Rickroll. And
Thank you, Mayor. This is how much these cost, and we have to order more to install more, so this is all part of a bond issue that we had to afford these, and staff has a pretty strong commitment not to go a dime over that $675,000.
Okay, looks like so far 1,600 of the meters have been installed.
That's correct. We're at 63% installed as of today.
Yeah, good.
They're moving at a pretty good clip.
They are.
Yep.
We'll take the roll.
Okay. Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Item G is a discussion and possible motion to authorize final payment to Sheets General Construction in the amount of $10,000 for the MAE upper story apartments. Maybe for the Maquoketa Art Experience.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Lyon, seconded by Holm. Any discussion here? Do you have anything?
Just that I happen to tour for my own personal situation, those apartments. I don't have a home yet here. It may end up in a month to month, but those just turned out absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you have seen those, but they're really, really a gem in downtown. This payment represents our last for that grant process and falls within the city budget that was planned for.
Okay. Go ahead, take the roll.
Okay. Colvin,
Yes.
Hall,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Under new business, item A is a resolution authorizing WHKS to file an application with the state of Iowa for the State Revolving Loan Fund, the SRF, sponsored project.
Thank you, Mayor. Last Tuesday, we met with the Finance and Personnel Committee and Public Works Committee to cover what this represents, and this is related to the wastewater treatment plant facility. I and others have talked about along the way, and what's proposed here is allowing our design and engineering firm to make an application to the state of Iowa and to the Iowa Department of Natural Resources. Slip there, and we don't know what that cost will entirely be yet, but we do know that 10% of that loan amount can be applied towards a water quality project. And what they will be doing is submitting multiple of them, Horseshoe Pond cleanup, for example, Prairie Creek. Their ultimate goal is to reduce sediment and build up in our water flows for the city. You will have the ultimate authority what project to choose. This application allows the state to decide whether or not those are valid. And this is all handled by WHKS. The graphic in the agenda represents kind of that no net cost as a result of this action. What happens is we allow this application to move forward. It's a cost reduction on our interest rate, and that principal is forwarded to us so that we can do this project. So hopefully it ends up being a good project for the community to have a good water cleanup project to have. And, if it ends up being something that kids could play in or wherever else, that would be good to have. So I would be happy to field any questions as it relates to this item if you have any.
Motion to approve.
Got a motion by Colister, seconded by Coleman. If we have no further discussion, go ahead and take the roll.
Hall,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickrell,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin.
Yes.
Okay, motion passes. Next is a resolution establishing a public hearing date of March 7th, 2022 at 6 p.m. for the sale of Letha Park property.
So moved.
Moved by Colister,
Second.
Seconded by Rickrell. Do we have any discussion here?
Is this lot big enough to build a house on?
No, basically you would have, well, they could get variances, I guess, but it's basically an adjoining property owner, I think, that's shown any interest.
Oh, okay. What's he gonna do with it, I wonder? Because there's one adjoining property owner that could use a garage.
I
that
think that's what his idea is.
Okay, all right. He's not gonna have another log man out at the end of town, huh? Okay.
All right, if we have no more discussion, then go ahead and take the roll.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Holm.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Next is item C, and it is a discussion of possible motion authorizing Mayor Miserly to sign the 2021 Certified Local Government Annual Report on behalf of the Historical Preservation Commission. And do you have a little bit to add to that?
I do not. I'm sure Jan would love to tell you all about it. She's been working with the Historic Preservation Commission to get this filled out and get our historic district a little more recognized. Your approval is recommended.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, Lyon, made the motion. Lyon and Rickroll. Put them down either way. Any more discussion? Take the roll.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson.
Yes.
Item D is a resolution awarding a bid in the amount not to exceed $22,955.89 to Castle Construction for the First Ward Park Restroom Remodel Project. Frank, you want to tell us how bad that is?
Well, it's much better than the $100K we spent at Briggs.
I brought that up at the Parks meeting.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, the Parks Committee has been working on this bathroom for probably 2 years. Wouldn't you say, Kevin?
What's that? Oh, yeah, easily. It's been in the works for at least 2-3 years.
It's in bad shape, rust-wise, and we propose to sheet it and to clean up the floors and put on a good floor paint so that it can be cleaned properly and make it a first-rate bathroom.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Colister, seconded by Holm. Any discussion? Then go ahead and take the roll.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll.
Yes.
Okay, that motion passes. Item E is a discussion of possible motion to approve payment in the amount of $6,707.13 to the Jackson County Auditor for the November 2nd, 2021 election.
So moved.
Second.
Was that Simonson? Motion by Simonson, seconded by Coleman. Any discussion? Take the roll.
Colister,
Yes.
Colvin,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon.
Yes.
We move on to item 10, which is reports and communications. We have anybody from the council wish to give a report on anything going on? Otherwise, we have the city manager report.
I just have two things very quickly. First, took an approach today with our social media Facebook page to get a little more involved with grant notifications and opportunities for the citizens. So as I've kind of found some more footing here in my role, it's one thing I've been wanting to do is not just the business community here, but just try to present things for homeowners as well and just give those opportunities out on a good medium, which the Facebook following is about 1,900 people. So hopefully it does reach quite a few. The other thing, we started a city YouTube channel. We can't put on our one-of-a-kind logo and our nice little brand until we have 100 subscribers. So we would ask for your subscription so we can hit the magic number and we can get a bit more creative. That's where we will host these video recordings for public review after the fact. Moved away from a contract company that charges us $6,000 and we'll use the services of YouTube to host these videos from now until the future.
Okay. Sounds good. We don't have anything for an executive session for tonight, so if there's nothing else, I'd accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, we got a motion by Colister, seconded by Coleman. Go ahead and take the roll.
Colvin,
Yes.
Holm,
Yes.
Simonson,
Yes.
Rickroll,
Yes.
Lyon,
Yes.
Colister.
Yes.
We're adjourned.